if I popped the hood on a otherwise stock appearing 2006 Cummins powered Ram, showed you what looked like a fairly stock engine but told you it could make 900 plus rear wheel horsepower? Therein lies the beauty of the CW70. You might humor me, you might listen along intently for a few minutes pretending like you care. Deep down inside you'd be thinking this guy's crazy. After months and months of design, engineering, testing, validation, re-engineering and retesting, I'd like to tell you definitively that I'm not crazy. And we have indeed engineered a CW70 that is the charger to beat all chargers. You don't need this, it's not for you, but I would like to tell you about it. The story starts in a re-engineering effort. There's some parts of the factory CW exhaust housing that we just didn't love. And what we wanted to do was make a more robust exhaust housing that was going to be less prone to cracking, have a better wastegate design. You see our innovative kidney-shaped design, which allows a big exducer on the turbine. And the last part of our design effort was to make it big enough to take a 5mm larger exducer turbine than we were currently running in our 67. That extra turbine flow is the heart of the CW70. Why do we call it the 70? 70mm compressor wheel compared to stock. That 70mm compressor wheel allows us to flow over 90 pounds per minute of airflow and make over 60 pounds of boost at sea level. That's territory usually reserved for compound turbochargers. All the energy to drive that big compressor wheel comes from this monstrous turbine. You will not find a larger stock appearing turbine in a CW exhaust housing because one doesn't exist. We had it custom designed and cast for our application. Here it is next to a stock turbine. Little cute guy. A huge 9-blade, 78.5 by 72.2 with a 13.5 wide inducer. Not only is the inducer bigger, the exducer's bigger, the volute size is wider. This thing is a hoss in every respect of the word. On the dyno while testing, we tested 4 different turbine designs for this charger. Using the 67mm charger design, we ran drive to boost ratios upwards of 1.45 to 1 with the 70mm compressor wheel. As soon as we switched to that big turbine I just showed you, the drive to boost ratios dropped below 1.1 to 1. That's a ton of drive pressure. 25 psi drive pressure. Boom, right off the top. When you drop drive pressure like that and you keep boost and airflow, horsepower goes way up. Speaking of drive pressure, factory wastegate used to control drive pressure and boost. When we tried to put a spring in this big enough to hold the gate shut and keep this thing making big power, lost the diaphragm, literally split the diaphragm. So we had to come up with something bigger. Billet canister, serviceable, holding the biggest spring set we could possibly fit in the canister, and that allows us to hold the wastegate shut until just the right moment, right around that 60 psi, where we can creep the wastegate open and keep you protected. Every element of this turbocharger is heavy duty. Every element is thought through, designed, and engineered to hold up to the most strict standards and heaviest abuse. Holding up to that abuse means protecting itself against surge. We want to protect this turbocharger against surge. In order to do that, we had to re-engineer the anti-surge in the compressor cover because the factory one was too small. And when we put the 70mm wheel in, we basically blew it out. Enter remachining the compressor cover, installing our own design anti-surge. This is one of those scenarios where no stone is left unturned. If there's power there, we're going to test for it. We're going to find it and we're going to bring it to you. Did I say you? This turbo is probably not for you. You care too much about mileage, towing performance, drivability, engine response. You don't really want 900 horsepower, do you? Maybe you know a guy. And to that guy I say, please give us a call, 815-568-7920. Because this is a competition unit, we don't build a lot of them. Supplies are limited.